Hey everybody, it's Miss Jordan, and today we're going to be talking about using zones of regulation at home. This is going to be a video for parents and kids to watch together. So last week, if you remember, we used these visuals to check in and to learn more about blue, green, yellow, and red zone. We talked about what feelings and emotions you might be having in each zone. If you haven't watched that video, you're going to want to go back and refresh on your emotions. It is under the social emotional section of our website, and it's under last week. There's a list of videos mostly covering the whole week. I think Monday I did size of the problem, but the rest of the week is all zones, and you're going to want to do those refreshers first before doing this video. I also talked about different strategies that you can use if you're in these different zones. Okay, we're going to talk about two different ways that you can use zones of regulations at home today. The first way is recognizing what zone you're in and using the appropriate tools. The other way is letting an adult help you and them walking you through the steps of checking your engine, is what we're calling it right now. Seeing what zone you're in is what that means. And then following through with using tools or getting into the right zone so that you can use tools. Okay, now we're going to look at some scenarios with me and my sons Wyatt and Nash, and we're going to look at one way of how parents can use zones wording with their students to help them, and then we're going to look at a way of a student using zones on their own to self-regulate. Whoa, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I think I'm in the yellow zone, so I think I need to go get a drink of water.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, thanks for checking up on me.
When I turn on the camera, you start getting really silly. Silly is what zone?
Yellow.
Yellow. So what can we do when we're in the yellow zone so that we can maybe try to do a video later for mom and help me out?
I should probably just take a break.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay,
so those are two ways that we just saw that you can use zones at home. The first way, Wyatt showed us that he was able to recognize that he was in the yellow zone, and he picked a strategy right away. The second way, Nash really wasn't understanding what was going on with his body. I recognized that he was silly. I asked him to identify what zone he was in, and then I asked him to pick a strategy. Spoiler alert, number 2 was real. Nash absolutely had so much sillies in him, we couldn't even get a video recorded. So for using zones of regulation at home, you want to have available to your student a visual. This visual would be good for older students. It not only lists the zones, but it also lists chosen strategies. And that's going to be key. Students won't use strategies if they're not familiar with them or if they don't know or want them. So they have to be both a mix of things that you know that will work for them and things that they know will work for them. For younger students, having them at their level and having a full visual, blue, the actual color blue, a visual of her face showing the emotion, and then the list of words if your child can read or they will start learning to recognize these words. This gives them the whole picture. This is definitely great for younger students because they get to see the emotion, the color, the label, and the words for those emotions. Line these all up at their level. The students can make their own. Don't feel like you have to print all of this. Especially this one right here, you can completely make this on paper. Label, color, and list the strategies for your student. And there you go, you got your home visual. For the younger students, using these visuals as well to go along with the zones, because once your child recognizes what zone they're in, or once you have recognized what zone they're in, you're gonna wanna offer them choices. And then this one, I love for breathing. It's just a great visual to walk through it with them. Both of these are available on my website under today's lesson with this video. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Some key wording that you're going to want to use with your students is asking them what zone they're in, asking them to take a breath and to use their breathing that they know, breathing tools, asking them to recognize what zone they're in. So saying to your student, stop for a second, breathe, what zone are you in right now? And helping them recognize what zone they're in if they cannot do it themselves. And then helping them or allowing them to pick a tool. So the whole process would sound like, okay, I need you to stop for a second and breathe. What zone are you in right now? Okay, now what tool can you use to help you get back to the green zone? I can help you pick a tool. So using calm, very short words, giving them a choice first and foremost, but a lot of students, if they're in the red zone or even in the blue zone, might have a hard time picking a tool. So giving them one or two choices or narrowing it down for them definitely helps. So I hope everybody uses their zones at home, and we'll have a lot more videos to come.